All right, here we go. I'm sorry about that. Now we're set. Okay, so I had a question from one of the students. The question was this problem. It says a hotel charges $120 for the first night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw here an image to help us see that. See, this is one night. And that one night in green cost us $120. So I'm going to put the 120 right there. That's for one night. And then $100 per night. So every single night we're going to pay $100. But the only problem is we don't know how many nights that's going to be. So we're going to call this a group, or what they do, or what they call it here in this video is revolving. So we have $100 for the second night, because it's for each additional night. Another $100 for another night, and another $100 for another night. And that quantity just keeps going on and on and on up until the point that we've hit a total of X nights. What X is? Well, X is the number of nights, and we don't know what that is yet. But what we do know is that Vivian will spend $420. $420. Now, the question is, how many nights? Well, that is what we called X. X is the number of nights. Well, one way to approach it is either using this formulaic approach, which I personally like, or you could say, well, 120 plus the second night would be 220, plus the third night would be 320, plus the fourth night will be 420, and there it is, 420. So how many nights did she stay there? She stayed there a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 nights total. See, 3 was the number of additional nights. X was equal to 3, but that's not our answer. Because the question is, how many nights did she stay? The question is not how many additional nights did she stay. She stayed 1, 2, 3, 4 nights. And anything after that, well, it really doesn't count because that already goes over the $420. So now that's one approach. The second approach is to write out the equation. So if you understood that 100 times X, $100 for every night, plus the initial fee of 120, which is right here. Let me color code there. I'm sorry. Let me do some color coding. So if the first night was $120 right here, that's night number 1. And each additional night is $100 from right there. That comes from right here. And the total amount spent was $420. That's where that equation comes from. Now, how do we solve for X?
Gerardo Sanchez.
Oops. Give me a few seconds here. Sorry, I apologize for that. So here, one method that is used here is we say, okay, let's get rid of everything on the left-hand side and just leave the x by itself. Because here we have subtraction, we're going to do the opposite of subtraction, which of addition rather. The opposite of addition is subtraction. But what you do to one side, you do to the other. So 120 minus 120 is 0, and 0 plus 100x is 100x. On the left-hand side, 420 minus 120 is 300. Now, 100 in this row right here, 100 times something is 300. Well, 100 times 3 is 300. Or you could say, do the opposite of what's happening. The opposite of multiplication is division. So you divide the left by 100 and divide the right by 100. But again, that's the number of additional nights. It's not the number of nights that were spent. I hope you found that helpful.